everyone wave. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the world of Ashenfell, episode 12 of season 3. We have only like a month left of this season, guys. Yay!
Oh my
I
God.
know. Before we go on like a 6-week break to just like do PhDs and stuff. um, but that's still some time away. As you can tell, we are a man short today. Smokey is got some family visiting, so he's spending time with his family. But the rest of us are here, and we're ready to play. So let's go ahead and go around the table. Everyone introduce themselves, starting with our wonderful dungeon master. Go ahead, fam.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am the Dungeon Master for today. We'll go through the world of Ashenfell. I've got a dingy bell to celebrate that.
Sorry.
But that's me in a nutshell. For your questions today, once you are allowed permitted travel, wear your mask, wash your hands, don't touch your face, sort of thing going on. Where would you go in the world? Anywhere, no expenses to worry about.
Well, I think that me going for a walk around my block and to the grocery store once a weekend, once a day, going from that to anything more extreme than a trip inside my town would be too much culture shock. So I'm gonna stick with something like I don't know, going out to a park in my town. Hello, friends. I am Martin, or Pinkmon, on the internet. I am playing Or. He is a Skylancer, the details of which class can be found on our Discord, or Val's Discord more specifically.
You can say R. You belong here.
Oh, thank you, Val.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he's a boardy boy. He's an Aarakocran, and he is not the brightest of the bunch. I think Or would have trouble in a pandemic. He'd just fly away to somewhere else. So that's me.
Yeah, he'd get confused. How would you put the mask on the beak? That's the question. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, or Hamalu on the internet. I'm playing Jorah, who is our Eladrin Bardlock. He's a Fey Warlock Glamour Bard. He also wouldn't do well in a lockdown because I feel like he might break the rules to go and get some smooches. For me, once lockdown is done and I am able to travel, and if expenses were a thing, I'd probably go to either Berlin or Iceland personally. I'm less of a let's go on a hot tropical holiday and more of a culture baby, so I'd probably go to one of those two places because I adore them.
Iceland is gorgeous.
Listen, it's got the geology for me, it's got history, the culture.
I just hope you like smelly showers because the hot water is very geothermically charged.
Is it a bit farty?
It's a bit farty,
It's
yeah.
a little sulfuric.
Yeah.
But
boy, it's fun.
Gorgeous place. But yeah, that's me.
Alright, well then, hey everyone, my name is Val, this is my channel. Today I bring you Daphne, who would do great in lockdown. Like, let's be legit about this. And Martin turns green again, it's gonna happen a couple of times.
Yep.
Like, his Zoom is doing that thing. So we all know Daphne would do great in lockdown because she is a hermit. But, you're green, buddy. Like... go into like your video settings and just play with something there.
I'll play with it.
But as far as me, like I've been thinking about this a lot, like where I would go. And my first thing on the list is Scotland.
Yay!
Because I have like 1,000 people I know live there, and I want to go visit my friends. Like that's just kind of like my thing. Prior to that, I want to go to Hobbiton in New Zealand. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm
good
just
choice.
like I don't know if you guys know Madame Gandalf. She went recently, and I'm just like, ugh. I need to go be with my people. Like, kind of thing. But yeah, so that's us. So just to remind everyone, we are a viewer-affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies gives a reroll to anyone in the party, or in a reroll pool. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can give us healing potions to anyone you see here. And if you want to give us not ones or not 20s, you got to just start donating either on coffee or Streamlabs, a minimum of $3 Canadian. So that's us. That's what we do here. And with that, Jin, take us away.
All right, guys. So last time you silvered up your weapons, you got Casimir, Bogdader, the half hag, half human, possibly, sorcerer, to hurry your things along, as he is a curious person who deals in equal measures of all things, it seems. He got you your weapons. You were able to cart along, taking with you the ever elusive, if somewhat practical, Clint Salvatore with you as he took you through these portals towards the city of Cork and managed to get you through the gates of the city. He led you to the School of Magic and has let you take comforts in his tower, but has warned you he is not in charge while you are here, so you have to watch your step.
Mm-hmm.
You did some recon into the castle, discovered that there was a cave, and that possibly a ally could be made, as this ally seems to be in favor of keeping the dragon you now know exists alive. With all your recon and messaging and planning, you were shown to your quarters. You took the night to recover, sleep, and rest. So the next morning comes, prep your spells, your items, make your plans, and set out for the day.
Or is sharpening the point on his silvered lance. Silver's a lot softer than what I'm used to.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't have to use it, huh?
Hopefully I don't have to talk to anyone new either.
Well.
Well, let's tell you about our plan today, or we might actually have to talk to somebody new today.
Or just tilt his head to the side.
You can stand quietly if you want.
Right, like we would always should just let Jorah there doing his Jorah thing, and we're just his squad. Like, we're just there to, like, hype him up, okay?
Okay,
Cool.
I can do that.
Cool.
Nod when it feels appropriate.
Yeah. But yeah, so we gotta go find us a vampire, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think this vampire that we saw, well, I saw, coming out of that cave, it's worth reaching out. Provided we don't, put all our cards on the table right away and just try to seek out some information, test the waters a little bit, and see what comes of that. And then if he is amenable to working with us or has something that he needs, it's worth trying. I think it is worth reaching out. Because if he can help us get in there, more is the better.
It is.
Yeah. And this dragon might actually recognize him and not freak out when it sees sees us. Because I could make myself look like him, but I feel like the dragon's gonna be able to see through that. So
It's a dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like practically demigods.
yeah, So let's not try to trick this thing. I mean, as we've said,
Mm-hmm.
we are in fact allies for this dragon, whether this dragon knows it or not. But there's no reason to trust us right away.
Mm-hmm.
Or walks up to Daphne, kind of leans down.
Huh?
Daphne,
Yeah.
what's dragon?
What do you mean, what's dragon?
Is it like a wyvern
Or has no one told you about dragons before? Like, we were at my house, and I told you that there was a baby one that, like, hangs out. Like, I have a dragon neighbor. So do you
Yeah,
know what yeah, it's kind of like a wyvern. Yes. Sorry, I'm just, like, a little shocked. I don't mean to, like, shame you. I know it's not your fault. I'm just, like, I'm genuinely surprised. It's like a wyvern, but bigger and smarter. Very sentient, which is what we are all here. It's not like an animal, it's like a person, but a dragon.
Oh. So it's like maybe taller than me.
It's probably as tall as a castle.
What?
Yeah.
They're monstrous, my dear.
Oh, we're talking to one of the big.
Big. It's big, honey. Like, you see what happened here? Like, the flattening of this city was helped done by an undead version of a dragon. Like, think about the biggest. What is the biggest thing you've ever fought?
I haven't fought a rock, but I've seen one.
What is the biggest rock you've ever seen?
I mean, the wingspan of entire legion of knights.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Bigger.
We're gonna try and talk to that.
Eventually.
Can I use my minor illusion to do a? Obviously, it's going to be smaller because there's limitations on the size as well. But just create a dragon and be like, so it's like this, but as big as the castle.
Are those scales?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're reptilian in nature, I guess. Their own thing, though.
Scared.
They aren't actually reptiles. Well, yeah.
Good.
No,
That
that's
is
an
a good
appropriate
thing.
response.
That's
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Be scared.
good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll follow Jorah's lead. Jorah.
Yes.
Well, we're not talking to the dragon first.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's trapped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Under the
We
castle.
speak to
That's
vampire
even
first.
scarier.
She's hurt, but we could be her friends. Like I feel like
I've never
what
had a
she
dragon
wants and
friend
what we
before.
want are likely aligned. Anyway, we're gonna try and find the vampire first.
Well, if you just give me lots of warning when we need to run.
Okay,
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's Daphne, do you have a way of?
I do, actually. Granted, he's within 1,000 feet of us, and there's no running water between us and him. But it lasts for an hour, so I can, like, go in directions.
Oh.
Like,
well,
for an hour. Yeah.
I'll use my mask of many faces to become like this
guy.
Salt and Pepper vampire daddy.
How about we go where you last saw him, and that's no, casting the spell out might not be a great idea. We should probably cast it in here.
Yeah. How long did you say the spell lasts?
An hour.
Yeah. I think casting it and then us having a little walk around the city.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you see Daphne kind of open her fanny pack. and pulls out like a little baggie and like opens it, and she'll pull out what looks like some fur. It's dog hair, and she will like rub it into her fingers and cast locate creature.
Okay.
I'm just gonna link that to you.
Yep. He has to make a spell DC save. Okay. What is it? Wisdom?
It says, sorry, I'm blind. It says a spell DC of 14. Describe the name of creature's duration, distance, direction of creature's long movement. The spell can lock a specific creature known to you, or nearest creature of a specific kind.
I think I fixed it.
Yeah. Within polymorph the spell.
Is it? Am I still green?
No.
No, you're not. It doesn't say what it is. I'm gonna guess it's probably wisdom.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. You cast your spell and you get a ping, actually,
Ooh.
in this direction.
Okay. Well, like, you kind of just see, like,
that's-
Daphne's hair just kind of, like, frizzes a little bit, and she's like, that way.
Cool. Should I change how I look?
Like,
No, I'm not gonna. I'll drop the mask on my faces and just feel like, should I? I mean, I'm a little colorful for the city.
So, here's what I think. I think that if you do something illusionary, it's gonna look sus.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, if you want, like, to put on some really dark eyeliner, I can help you with that.
All right.
Okay.
A little.
I'm good at putting
something
on
for my
makeup.
hair to get rid of the highlights.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I got, like, some ash that I could rub into your hair. I don't
Yeah.
really
I have a
do
disguise. I
hair
have a disguise
care.
kit. I could just use my disguise kit.
Yeah, please, like, Daphne is not the product character on this channel.
No. I'm gonna dress in his more muted traveling clothes, not his fancy waistcoat jacket. And then just take effectively, that hair dye stuff that's just like the putty, like the stuff, and you just kind of rub it into your hair. Yeah, like the putty.
Mhm.
He's just gonna rub some of that in, just so that his hair looks all black, so that the green and the pink is gone. Nothing extravagant with a disguise kit, purely getting rid of the green and pink. Yeah.
Jorah, how do you pull off that looks just as well as your original?
Because he's hot.
Yeah, it's the bone structure granted to me by my mother.
Or something else with a bone structure. No, nothing.
Or
Are you
I'm impressed.
flirting?
I don't know. No.
I'm flattered.
As long as you aren't flattened by this dragon, I'm okay.
Well, there we go. I will try not to get flattened by the dragon.
It's okay. That's my job.
Okay.
Don't forget, your spell has a time limit.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I
right.
only
We're
assumed
fine.
this took like a few minutes, so.
Yeah, the pomade. I'm not going full tilt. Just some pomade. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going into the direction that I have found this ping.
Okay. You travel outwards into the city, and it's fairly quiet. The citizens aren't about on the street. You do see vampire patrols every now and then. They do give you an eye, but they don't seem to pay you much mind as they pass you by. And you make your way towards the ping. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
All of us, or
Sight,
Just her?
hearing, just normal perception.
It would just be Daphne.
Oh,
Yeah,
just ooh.
She has the spell up.
Yeah. 15.
Yep, no worries.
15. There are a number of houses in this area. Some of them nicer looking, some of them just seem fairly average. None of them run down.
Mhm.
This is the upper crust of the city, so these are fancy homes. Uh, and as you look around, there are a number of Dampier just kind of milling about. They don't
Mhm.
seem to take notice of you or care that you're out.
Mhm.
And the ping, as you kind of locate this person, seems to get stronger in a kind of modest-looking house.
Okay. I think we found where this guy is at least staying, not necessarily lives. I'm gonna bring, like, walk over to my boys and, all right, well, he's definitely in this house. Um, I don't know how you want to, like, approach this. Like, do we just knock on this guy's door? Do we wait for him to leave? How do you want to do this?
I think just knocking on his door and saying, we have some questions. We were hoping you might be able to answer some of them.
All right, little sus, but okay.
Well, I mean, what else are we? We need to
Yeah,
speak to him.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of hoping to maybe see him in like a social situation, but it is the morning, and I don't think vampires go to bars, unless they're like, there's a new O-type brew that I don't know about. Um,
Here, there may well be,
that's true.
or feed on the patrons that are drinking.
That's true.
New
Mhm.
brew. Sounds tasty.
It's made of blood, honey.
Oh, oh. Never mind. Why don't we just ask him for help?
Yeah. Well, and I look over at Jorah, and I'm like,
You know what? Sometimes maybe just being upfront and
Yeah.
honest will get this dealt with quicker.
mm-hmm.
Just gonna have to,
Just grin and bear it. Let's do it. Let's
Yep.
center ourselves. Let's center ourselves.
Ready to improvise. Ready to
Ah.
improvise. You don't have to improvise if you're telling the truth.
That is true.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
You're not nervous, Dora?
I'm a little sweaty, but I'm okay.
Okay, good. Maybe you
Yeah.
want to...
Do you need a towel?
No, I'm not that sweaty.
Okay.
Oh,
More
okay.
sweaty than usual. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually
Okay.
I'm a bit too
I-
laid back.
I just wanted to make sure you're, feeling well. Care about you.
Oh, thanks. Or you're so lovely. Or I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock on the door. There's a momentary pause before you hear shuffling, and there's a quiet voice behind it says, "Yes."
Hello. I am aware that this may be a bit of an intrusion. We have some questions we were hoping you might be able to answer for us.
You almost hear the soft sigh before the door kind of unlocks and it opens, and you see a pale face, dark hair, kind of nice goatee, sideburns, some streaked white hair, and dark red eyes kind of tiredly look down at all of you. There's a pause and a frown. Clearly, he was expecting something else.
Hmm.
And
Most people do when they.
when he sees all of you, he just kind of looks around, peeks his head out, then looks at you again. You're not really supposed to be out.
Are we not? Would you?
Curfew is intact.
Oh. Shit. For during the day. Sorry, we're new. I'm sure that's horrendously apparent to you. Could we maybe come in to avoid being caught being out of curfew?
He inhales and steps to the one side, leaving the door open, but he doesn't move to make it an easy passage. He seems to be keeping an eye out on the street.
Yeah. As soon as you need us to leave, we'll leave. And I'll walk inside.
I will follow.
After one final glance around as to who's looking, or is gonna walk inside and follow.
soon as you all come in, the door shuts with an abrupt snap, and you hear several locks being engaged. The warm interior kind of alters your perspective a bit in the way that you were expecting something cold and horrible, but it's very welcoming inside.
Fuzzy.
And he kind of brushes past you into a sitting room, pulling one of the sliding doors open, and gestures you all in.
Seems small for a big family.
The family here is dead, so
I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. Thank you for welcoming us inside.
Much
what do you want?
appreciated.
Several things. First, just an answer to hopefully an easy question. What are the hours or terms of the curfew in this city?
Noon to 2 p.m. That is usually the shopping hours. And then from 5 to 7 p.m. for everything else.
Wow, not a lot of wiggle room.
No.
It's unusual. Thank you for letting us know. It's very kind. We have a few questions. Perhaps some about yourself, and then the rest about the situation here. Are you a new settler to this city?
He gives you all a very hard look. Where have you been the past few months? As he glides out of the room, disappears into the kitchen.
Winterdale, mostly?
He comes back and sets down a tray of tea, possibly.
Yeah, Winterdale, mostly.
Why would you come into the city?
Well, we've been here before, and used to have contacts here that do not appear to be here anymore.
Do you know what has happened to this city, or are you
Quite
oblivious to your
no,
surroundings?
Aware. Quite aware.
I mean, I'm oblivious. Not
He's definitely oblivious. He's a child.
Yeah. No, we are aware, and we're trying to enlighten ourselves further about the extent of the situation here. And we find ourselves curious about a certain large red colored friend from the area.
Tilts its head back. Roll persuasion.
Okay. Normal roll. 15. With a plus 11, that is not a good roll.
Right? Ugh.
Still, 50 is still okay number. Not to be sniffed at.
He nods a bit and paces. If it's a concern of yours, why do you think it's a concern of mine?
I think you may have similar concerns about the well-being and good health of this friend.
He sits down and doesn't touch the tea, but watches you all carefully.
We simply want what is best for that person and the city at large.
Are you part of the rebellion then? Don't think we don't know.
Technically, no.
Hmm.
No,
Independent
we're not.
agents.
Yeah.
Who do you work for then? If not the rebellion.
That's a loaded question for me. But in terms of why I'm here, well, nobody really.
I can say
We've-
honestly, I just work for my people.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's just here because he's a nice person. Um, we've had dealings with the leadership of certain countries to help them in situations they have found themselves in, but not officially agents of them, uh, if that makes sense. And in doing so, became aware of the situation here, and I think we are just concerned citizens of Ashenfell.
This person is important to the balance of this planet, and I care a great deal about the planet that I live on. So
Mm.
that's my main concern.
So we're curious about where you lie with things because I think you have a concern about the well-being of that creature. I could be wrong. I may well be wrong.
He stands up and smooths his shirt. So let me get this straight. A factionless agency enters into a vampire home under a undead-controlled city, expecting me to aid them in spilling their secrets onto a possible spy planted to rout out a rebellion within the city. Am I on track here?
Well, no, we haven't had any expectations of you or asked specifically for any aid from yourself. We simply are hunting out a gamble.
A risky gamble.
Very much so. We knew coming here was going to be a risky gamble because we've not been in the city long enough to really get a feel for the climate here right now. But we know that we may have to act with haste now that we are here. And so risky gambles, unfortunately, are something that we may have to venture into.
What if I call the guard and turn you in right now? What would you do?
Run.
Right. How far do you think you'd get?
It depends if I called my daddy or not.
It depends how fast I could fly with the two of them, and it depends if they had magic keeping me from flying. But I figure, unless they have really strong ballistas, we might get away.
He just gives you all a very wild look.
Ultimately, there isn't really anything we could do. And we
But
know
please
that.
don't.
But that's how important her well-being is to us.
Yeah.
How do you know to her?
I read a book.
Oh, okay.
We
I
know
don't
this is
know
risky.
if I'm dealing with idiots or just.
Well, I'm definitely an
strong-willed
idiot.
here.
Like, there's no two ways about that. I don't even know how to spell idiot.
Yeah.
Or,
We're
okay.
yeah. Or yeah.
He's our
mhm.
muscle.
You just see the vampire just sigh and pinches the brow of his nose before he sits back down. All right.
Ultimately, we have laid some cards on the table, but not fully. However, I figured we needed to make a quick play to show that we were willing to, because if we came in here and didn't tell you anything, but still expected help, that's even more foolish, surely. I don't think, and it could just be, a foolish error, but I don't think you are against what we want. I don't know. The thing is, we don't know what your motives are, how you feel about this situation, and there was only one way to find that out. By coming here.
Yeah.
And it is risky, and sure, it could be seen as stupid, but sometimes stupid and brave are, two sides of the same coin.
Aura has a moment and thinks about that.
Pat your shoulder. It's okay, buddy. So yes, we've had to lay down a few things for you, and we're not expecting anything from you. We are simply requesting maybe information or insight or just asking us to leave.
I should ask you to leave.
Yeah. Oh, 2 seconds.
Can we perhaps stay for the rest of the curfew?
No, if you are caught in my home, it would be worse for you than it is for me.
We definitely don't want that.
I am Louis de Clesian, and I will be of aid. But remember, my help is very limited.
Of course.
Well, that's great.
Different subject, if I may be so bold. I just have, it's kind of a personal question I would like to ask. I am a connoisseur of the dead and the undead type.
A necromancer.
Yes, but a little bit different. And so I've never had discussed things with a vampire before, and I've always just been curious about something. Because I saw your very, very well managed goatee, and it is great. And I just wanted to know, when you become undead, does your hair stay what it was, or does it grow back? So, like, are you married to, like, a look for the rest of your unlife, or,
No.
Oh.
Vampires have the ability to regenerate, so we do grow our hair. It just takes a while.
Oh, do you mind if I write that down in my research notebook?
I thought you were here for a dragon.
I am, but it was just, I saw that goatee and it was amazing, and I just needed to know. Like,
I'm going to walk up to Louis
for your information
and say, "We are an odd bunch." Going to point to Jorah. He's the one you should talk to if you want actual answers.
I'm just gonna like lean over and whisper to Jorah, "Don't worry, I didn't ask him for his fluids."
Okay, I'm so proud of you, because that would be rude.
I didn't do that.
Right. So, what do you want from me in specifics so I can...
Okay, we have been... A question first. What would you consider your relation to the leadership and current running of the city?
I'm a vampire. My leadership dictates by those who control my undead life.
So you're here and loyal because you have to be, rather than this is amazing, we love the city, long live Casimir.
Yes.
Fabulous.
I don't know who Casimir is, but yes.
It's oh, no, Carmine. Sorry, Carmine. That's my my bad. Carmine. Long live Carmine. We've met a few. Anyway. Okay. Well, we are here on behalf of, but not affiliated with, I guess you could say, our resistance. And we're needing to just scope things out about the castle. It was first pointed out about the cave as being a way in, and then discovered there's a dragon in there. And now we know about the dragon, and, well, at least elements of, as much as anyone would, about her and her ties to this city.
Mm.
And I get the impression that she is either injured or not well. Is that accurate?
She is fine.
Is she captive?
We're all captives here.
Right. So because you're a vampire, I don't think she's got any say in the matter.
This is her city.
Yes.
She will die for it. And she's very staunch in that loyalty.
Well, I've never met a dragon, and I don't want this one to die before I can meet them. I want a dragon friend. Oh, by the way, I've never properly met a vampire. Can I have a vampire friend?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, Or, do you know what happens to her? What happens to the city if she does die?
It is unprotected. The old ways are lost. The contract is broken. Simple as that.
Is the contract between the city and her?
Yes.
So whoever runs the city is part of the contract.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter who the leadership transfers over to, that being becomes under contract.
Yes.
And if they allow her to die or kill her, that is a breach of contract.
Yes.
What's the repercussions? What comes after this city without her?
He pauses as he goes to a book stand and pulls out a very heavy looking book and lays it down and flips through a couple pages and lays it open for all you to see and points to a image out of nightmares, rolling dark clouds with eyes made of lightning peering through a jagged maw opened from the sky.
Religion check. If you don't
Yeah,
mind.
that's something that
It's actually a nature check.
A nature check.
nature check.
Oh, okay.
Is this something then that I would have encountered in
No.
my studies, or is this not?
Daphne's
No.
not a nature.
Because I only know about things from book reading. I'm not gonna. Well, arguably tales, but no, it's fine.
Looks like a thunderstorm, a really mean one.
Yeah.
You're not sure what it is, Stephanie.
There's no fucking clue. But it's cool.
Unpleasant for everyone involved, I'm assuming.
They don't come out unless the contract is broken.
What are they?
They are one of the last very ancient breed of the first dragons. They are the Starborn or the Skyborn. They hold no alliance to anyone. They are unto themselves, and they keep the old ways. They are not to be negotiated with unless they are talking to one of their kin.
So were you tasked with tending to her?
I was tasked ensuring that she would survive. Yes. Unfortunately, the Draco Lich did a number on her.
Is it still here or is it back
Oh,
Home,
it slumbers here.
here? Shit. Okay. Well, cool. In the castle?
No,
In another cave?
no.
You're
He
not
just
gonna
points
tell.
outside. No, it's already here.
Or just like
I'm just gonna look outside. I'm gonna like pull
Yeah.
the curtains.
Can
and
we
look.
just-
see it?
Yeah.
You just see a dark veil covering the sky.
Is it? It's the miasma.
Lewis nods.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Smart. Unpleasant and smart. Your role with the dragon, is this something that you are having to do or something that you want to do? Like, do you want to keep her alive?
I have no sway one way or another. I don't care for Cork, nor do I care for that of my brethren. I just simply am told what to do, and I do it.
Where would you rather be? What is your ideal situation?
That's too personal, I'm afraid.
Sure, but if we can help you achieve that, then
Bargaining with me is something you can't achieve, I'm afraid.
oh, I don't want to. But no, I simply mean. I mean, I wasn't asking for anything in return there.
Yes, you offered to help. And in exchange, you want information.
Well, we're obtaining it right now. No, it's fine. We don't need to help with that. Okay.
I keep my secrets to keep me safe. Please understand that.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But if you wish to see the dragon, come second curfew. Meet me near the beach. I'll take you to her.
Okay. Just before second curfew or towards the end?
At second curfew. We are not allowed out otherwise.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You better go.
Right. At this point, obviously, I think Locate Creature will drop its concentration.
Mhm.
We should probably be cautious going out.
Is there a back entrance? Exit?
He goes to the front door and opens it.
Mm-hmm.
How far away are we from the school?
1,000 feet, at least.
1,000 feet.
At the most, 1,000 feet.
The
You're
most-
about
well,
500.
500 feet. Okay.
so we're roughly within Dimension Door.
True.
Yes, but you have to remember, the school bars a lot of magic from being teleported into it.
Yeah. But if we can get to its door, at least we're cutting out street travel.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Just to avoid being seen during curfew.
Yeah, I'm thinking that'll probably be the best option.
Okay.
One of us can just take Or.
Yeah. All right. I'll get to like his doorway so that I'm not casting a spell on the street,
Mm-hmm.
and then just take Aura by the arm and attempt to dimension door to like the front door or like an entrance where I would assume an
Mhm.
anti-magic
The
or whatever
gates.
for protective.
Yeah.
Yeah, get to the
The
gates.
gates.
We'll walk
Yeah.
out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can easily get to the gates, and beyond them, the gardens kind of sprawl upwards up to the
Yeah.
the school itself,
Okay.
and you can do
We'll-
that.
Yeah, bamf there and then just
Mhm.
Yeah, same for me.
back to the gardens.
but
Yeah.
I'll just take myself. So.
Yeah.
Easily enough done. And if you want, plan amongst yourselves. I have to go use the loo real quick. As I drank
Okay.
a lot of water for my exercise this morning, so.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's fine.
Hell then.
Jorah,
Uh,
you're taking
uh-huh.
me for a ride for once.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know how to feel. I thought that was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine's is like magic, we don't actually fly anywhere.
Wait, what?
Which it has its own cool things about it, but it's not, you know, as exciting.
What?
Perhaps.
Wait, how do you get from without flying?
Magic.
Magic. It's a teleportation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember we did the same
We
thing
teleport.
whenever Jam took us through the portals.
Yeah, taking us from city to city.
You know, I was so confused about what was going on there.
It's a teleportation, honey. You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teleportation. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
we just were there 1 minute, not there the next.
Yeah.
But it's all good. But we're here now, and I think
But
well, we got some information from him. At least he's
Mhm.
gonna take us to see the dragon, which is good.
Today he's
We've-
taking us to see the dragon, right?
Yeah.
he likes me.
Second curfew. I think. Well, we can pass on information to Clint just now with what we've gathered so far. Not that it's
Mhm.
necessarily going to be a massive amount. He may already know it, but we can.
I do really think he likes me. I'm excited. Maybe I'll
I'm
get a
not.
vampire friend.
I don't think he liked any of us.
He definitely didn't like any of us.
Right. But that
Yeah.
means he just doesn't like anyone. So that means if I like him, if he likes me just a little bit, then he'll be my friend.
Or that's not. I don't think he wants to be your friend.
Yeah,
He
but
barely wants to know you.
Yeah. I think
You're
he's glad
probably
we're
right.
not there anymore. You know what? Remember I told you that's fine because only people that want to be your friend deserve your friendship.
Yes.
So just
You're
keep
probably right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
If you just give it out willy nilly, then it stops being special.
Mhm.
You have to keep it for special people.
See,
Okay.
it's why you're so special to me because I hate people.
It's true.
Like,
I feel very honored, honestly.
I do too.
Privileged situation.
there you go.
Yeah. Could we easily find Clint, Jen?
Oh yeah. You go upstairs towards where you know his office is, and the door is open, and you kind of see him kind of in towards the back of the room, pacing, reading a book, and you see a quill kind of hovering around his head, writing on parchment as he's just walking back and forth. You hear another voice in there.
I'll knock on the door.
You knock, and the voice stops, and you see Clint look towards the door, then kind of beckon.
Mr. Salvatore, nice to see you again.
What can I do for you?
We've gathered some information. I wasn't sure if you wanted us to report that back to you now or for you to just wait. Maybe it's best to ask.
It is up to you, as I'm not currently busy.
Okay. Well, we met someone today. I don't know if you're aware of Lewis.
I don't know who Lewis is, but
He's a vampire of the city. We didn't get a whole lot from him in terms of who he was as a person. But he made us aware of the situation. It seems that he and possibly others like him are purely here because they have to be loyal to those that are in control of their kind, I suppose. Maybe it's a bloodline thing? Anyway, he's the one who's been tasked with medically assisting the Red Dragon of the city. And he's going to take us in there to meet with her.
Yeah, something about if she dies, the contract is broken.
Yeah.
And
He
then,
showed us
like,
a picture of
scary shadow
yeah.
dragons.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the Starborn.
Bad
Mhm.
things.
Yep. And well, were you aware that the shadow of the skies is the Dracolich? Did you know that?
I did not, but it is good information.
It is good information. Excellent. So that it's still here and it's up there and it's what's creating this darkness.
Did
He
he get?
seems this guy. Well, he doesn't seem like he knows about the resistance.
Mhm.
He says we know about that, so clearly they're aware.
Or, here's an alternative. He was
Hmm.
bluffing.
He very well could be. But we made him aware that we're not actually, because we're not actually affiliated with a resistance. We're not fully affiliated with leaders of countries either. We are independent agents. Well,
Are you not agents of the King's Guild?
Independently.
Are
yeah,
you
I don't
not
think we're members.
contracted by them?
Uh, did we sign a con? I don't think we signed a contract. Definitely, I don't think we're getting paid for this. So clearly, we are just the fools who are willing to do this stuff and put our lives in harm's way without expecting money in return.
Right. At least that's what we told him.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, if you can keep that ruse up, then fine.
Yeah, because I'm not actually going to tell him who I'm affiliated with.
I'm affiliated with Jorah.
Yeah. Yep. And my contract is not to be spoken of. So we gathered some information. We were coming back here to wait for second curfew, and I just wanted to pass that on as a courtesy.
Clint nods as he closes the book, and it kind of floats out of his hand, reshelves itself. Just be careful. A lot is writing on this.
Yep. We've done a bit of a. Do you have something I could write on?
He points to a stack of parchment.
Yeah, I'll draw a basic outline of the castle and just mark on everywhere that I saw a guard with a cross for each guard, where I saw the gargoyles, and just sort of put on a bit of a map of what I've seen externally. We've obviously not been able to get inside yet, but if that is useful to you about where they are and the nature of the weapons that they have, at least it's a start.
It is a start, yes.
Okay. We'll see what happens when we get into the caves. But I'll grab another bit of parchment and just sort of like roll it up and put it in my bag. I'll start mapping out as we get inside as well, if we get inside. If things become extremely dire and it looks like we might perish, I have magic. If you'll allow me to send it to you, that can send this map that I will be making to you with any information. That way, even if we do, heaven forbid, perish, you'll get what we've managed to get so far.
Very well. He turns and looks towards his desk. Danny, you hear a very small voice come from somewhere near the desk. Well, I think it's just grand. I mean, a rebellion like that, that's pretty neat. You've been working hard.
Or is gonna kind of look around to where the voice came from. Probably if it came from low, he'll get down on his hands and knees and crawl towards it. What?
Or
yeah.
You see Jorah on the desk, a crystal orb with a gnomish face in it, a very young gnomish face. She just kind of grins up at you. Well, hiya.
Dink, dink.
Don't do
Hi.
that.
Oh,
yeah, or just
sorry.
Leave the orb.
I've never seen such a small gnome. You're downright hand-sized.
Well, I'm pretty young, so I guess.
Or it's magic. You know what magic is.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. Danny, I think he said your name was.
Is this?
That's right.
It's really nice to meet you.
So, you're planning the rebellion and stuff like that?
We are assisting the rebellion, yes.
That's pretty neat.
It's, yep, certainly something.
Well, I hope it goes well.
Same. Sorry, my name's Jorah.
Nice to meet you, Jorah.
I know yours. Yeah, you're welcome. Are you from Rose Wyvern?
No, I'm not from Rose Wyvern. I'm not from the Ashenfell continent.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
me too.
whereabouts are you from?
I'm from the Westerlands.
Oh, cool. We've heard about that place.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Is it to the west of Ashenfell?
Actually, it's to the east.
Or just narrows his eyebrows for a second. Oh. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, we named it on purpose to, dissuade pirates and stuff coming to our coastal shores.
What's it like there?
Industrious, I suppose.
Do you make lots of, hammers and stuff? Swords?
We make more than that.
Oh, what do you make?
Wonders.
Are you making the mechanical people?
You mean the Warforged? Nah, I'm not so much, well, I am an artificer, but I've only ever made one. He's pretty sweet.
It's an impressive art. We met an artificer quite recently.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
He's called Anthony.
Oh. Is he okay?
Seemed to be.
That's good. We kind of need him at home.
Oh, well, yeah, I think he said he was going to be home in, what was it, a few months? He was over here dealing with some business. We helped him with one of those, so.
Good. I mean, as somebody who led a rebellion at the age of 15, I just came here to lend my help. Advice, really.
I'm so jealous.
Do you have any advice? Oh, sorry. Carry on, Laura.
You had 15 years to prepare for rebellion?
No, actually I only had one.
Oh. Well, then I'm not so jealous.
Rebellion took place in under a year. I just gathered the resources.
Do you have any advice for us with our current endeavor? We are information gathering currently so that the rebellion here can act upon what we find out.
I would say gather allies, gather resources, find friends in unlikely places.
Yeah, allies here might prove tricky. We've gained one.
Well, one's all you need.
Sure, you're right. No, you're right. Absolutely. That is...
You got to understand, a drip eventually leads to a deluge of water.
Yeah, and I'm getting the impression that a lot of the vampires here don't actually really want to be here.
That makes sense. They hard-won their freedom. If they're here by force, they wouldn't like that. Especially when they're all in one location and the Raven Queen could find them.
That's quite true. Maybe we should just, call the Raven Queen. Hey, you'll never guess what's happening.
Oh, if you do that, and some vampires escape, they're gonna be on your asses.
Yeah, I also feel like vampires are not inherently evil, so I wouldn't want to lead to the unfortunate assassination of people who maybe didn't deserve it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Better do peace with honey.
Out of character, who are we talking to?
Danny.
Someone called Danny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi,
We don't know
Danny.
much about her. Well, no, she's from the Westerlands.
Okay.
I think Val just froze. Oh, no, she's back.
Well, yeah, thanks for that. I mean, obviously we have Clint here as well, who I guess is count as an ally, don't you, Clint?
Clint just eyes you but stays silent.
well, we're going to be going on a potentially dangerous fact-finding mission for this rebellion, so...
Well, I wish you best of luck. I gotta go. I gotta go deal with some things on my end, but good luck.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
If we ever have need of you, would you mind if I did a sending your way?
You can, but I'm not gonna come over to Ashenfell.
Oh, no,
unfortunately.
not at all. Just, no, maybe just a, a catch-up, like, hey, how you doing?
I mean, if you want to talk to a 21-year-old gnome, sure.
21? She's so old, Jorah.
Or people have different ages. I'm 102.
I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
31.
Yeah.
Or still Stifle says, yes, 31. That is very normal.
It is.
I apologize, Danny.
all
He's
ages.
two.
All ages are normal. Or
Yeah.
I don't know much about the Aarakocra people, but that sounds normal.
Yeah. Well, he's unique in many ways, but his age is not. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you, Danny.
If you're over in the Westerlands, come to Cliffstrand. All right?
Will do.
Okay.
All right. See you
Okay.
soon.
Bye.
She waves and the orb goes dull.
I think I made a gnome friend.
you
Yeah.
did.
Or
think
the
you did.
beginning of a friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
Yeah.
so like because I had to go and like stretch my fiber legs. How did we talk to this person? Because it clearly wasn't in person that we were talking.
There was an orb. There was a little orb with her face in it.
Okay, why?
I think he was speaking to her when we came here.
Gotcha. Okay. And we
And then he
interrupted
just
the conversation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Clint, is that a crystal ball? I've heard about those.
He nods.
That's so cool. I actually thought it was something I made up.
They are a stretch of divination that I'm not privy to, but have access to.
Well, it's really cool. Do you perchance have the time?
He pulls out a pocket watch and looks at it. It is bordering on 11:30.
See.
So
And-
first curfew is happening soon.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
So,
people can go out and do shopping.
Mm-hmm.
do you guys want to go out for first curfew?
I think that we can disguise a little recon as shopping.
We can just walk around and just see what the situation is like. See
Yeah,
who else is
exactly.
here. We don't have to
Buy
speak
anything.
to anyone. We don't.
They
have to,
didn't
no,
say-
just
It wasn't window shopping. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure there's actually a lot of residents that like take advantage of just shopping curfew just to get fresh air without actually
Yeah.
buying things.
I know that if I was blocked in, I'd want to get out.
I know, man. Even I live by myself, but I couldn't imagine just going and coming as I pleased. It's kind of
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it's
we're
suffocating.
going and we're gonna observe, and we're not going to get into any business.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sure. Well, thank you very much for your time, Clint. Obviously, if there's anything else you want to pass on to us or ask of us, just get in touch.
He nods.
You want us to get anything on your shopping list? We can get milk or eggs.
He kind of glances at you and shakes his head. I'm all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Right. Let's get going then, guys.
I'm excited.
Hmm.
Do you think the market's still, not filled with blood drinks and
I don't know, but I think we should endeavor to not stand out like a sore thumb. Because as soon as we draw eyes on us, it's going to make our lives a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
And this is already going to be difficult enough.
It's true.
So, while I was willing to take a risk or two trying to get information from Louis, Lewis even, I think we should be very cautious.
Okay. I should probably read what my name's supposed to be. Or I was gonna pull out his papers. Cluck. What an original name. Gonna put his
You
papers
see
back.
Clint pull out another sheet and flip it over. You are Yuri here. He points to the name.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yuri.
Oh yeah, we've got papers. I'm gonna open up. What does mine say? Who am I?
You
Yuri.
are. It's a rather just simple name. It just says. Let me see what the names I had. It just says. Yeah, that's the name. It just says Omega the Great, and has a flashy bard symbol beside it.
Omega
Sorry,
the
just to
Great.
confirm, these aren't the papers Beltane made for me.
No, these are different.
No.
Oh, these are okay. So I'm pretending to be Cluck, pretending to be Yuri.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
These are much more
Yeah.
organized and official looking.
You're
Well,
just
now Daphne's
Yuri.
gonna look at her papers.
Yeah.
Your paper says Elena Declicion and seems to tie into a larger family name. And you see there's actually a family tree kind of tucked into your paper.
Oh, okay. Elena. Gotcha.
Yeah. It seems he's provided you with all of you, very extensive reasons as to why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You can make that up as you go. Family trees, you can recall names that seem to be familiar to people maybe in the city.
Mm-hmm.
He's done his work.
Okay. Like, I got myself a great aunt. My great aunt,
Yeah.
Cassandra, lives here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And, okay, cool. Gotcha.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be here for assessing trade route potentiality. I don't know what potentiality means.
Oh, no.
Clint just pauses and takes your folder from you, and then goes to his desk and comes back and hands you another one. You are a person seeking out ore, metals, and precious gems.
Ooh, it says here that I'm a realtor looking for property.
I'm an author and I'm here researching the history of the
Mhm.
city.
Never been a
Research.
realtor before. Ooh, we get to role play. I've never done that before.
I get to actually be a nerd and not feel bad about it.
I'm excited,
They're
guys.
both fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Clint just gives you a exasperated.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
we're trying to make the best out of this situation. Like, we're trying to have
we
a
could very well
positive outlook
Yeah.
on this.
Remember, if you get caught, I'm not affiliated with you.
Oh,
I will deny it.
Yeah.
Yuri is not affiliated with Clint. I understand.
He pulls up your new name tag. You are Emmett now.
Ah, darn it.
You've lost your trade privileges.
You've lost your
Well-
privileges
You
to
actually see a
knavery.
small smile on his face. And he
Well-
looks to all of you and says, well, be careful.
Will do.
We're trying our best,
Thanks.
yes. Goodbye, Clint.
He bows his head. Come back safely.
We'll try.
All right. Gonna go have a wander about the town. Well, wait until 12 and then have a wander about.
Where are we headed, Jorah? Until 12.
I think a little loop of this inner parts of the city, casual passing by the castle. I mean, I am here researching the history of the city, so um,
Isn't the curfew still half an hour away?
yeah, we're leaving when curfew starts.
Yeah, but before then, where do you want to head? I wanted to.
Oh,
Yeah.
nowhere. Just hanging around. Maybe have some snacks.
Yeah. Do you think maybe something from your picture, if you're willing to share, would
Oh
be?
yeah, yeah. I definitely need a bit of Dutch courage.
Yeah, I'll say. Daphne, you want some?
What do I want?
Some
Uh,
drinks.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had it in a while. Do you want me to do the passion fruit mimosas again?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay.
I'll try some this time if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty. It shouldn't hit you too hard, or and I'll summon new drink in there.
Yeah, as you drink and for expediency's sake.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's why. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
talk to the two of them.
Sure.
I'm not sure if I'm ready for another rebellion. I'm scared.
Sure. I will say that what happened in your hometown seems more like a coup than a rebellion, which tends to have different angle. This rebellion is about freedom of peoples and freedom of the city and returning back leadership to those who deserve it. I mean, right now all these vampires seem to be here somewhat under duress. They don't want to be here either. I dread to think how many people have died
I mean, you're probably
taking
right. I just
perhaps.
I don't know if I can use these lances when I need to. Just
Well, this this is a positive thing. This is the right side of history. So you're using those lances to help free an awful lot of people and liberate a city. It's a good thing.
I'll try and keep that in mind.
Yeah, you're gonna be a hero.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's go be heroes. Well, let's walk around a city for an hour or two, and then be heroes.
Okay.
So you go out to the city.
Yes.
Clint is at his desk. He's writing away. He doesn't really say goodbye as you leave.
Mm.
He's largely ignored you after he's given you a departure and working away. But as you go out to the city, you can go to the markets. And as you travel to the markets, you do see people milling about more than you saw previously. A lot of them keep their head low and avoid you as they kind of scuttle along the street. They get what they need and leave. There's not much conversation in the street. There isn't much joy. You do see patrols of vampires and Dampier milling about. They seem to have effectively replaced the city guard here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look into the marketplace, what do you guys do?
The sort of people that are here,
Mhm.
not the vampire guards, but just the general people who are perhaps working stalls or they're buying things. Do they look like the locals that we would have seen times previous that we've been here?
They seem to be locals. I mean, they aren't much different from what you've seen before.
Okay. And do the market stalls look like they're selling things that you would expect at a regular market? Like, I'm trying to see if there's anything that is no longer on sale or things that they are restricting the purchase of, or any evidence of rules or laws shifting in terms of commerce, aside from just the curfew being up in general.
Sure, roll a perception check.
Okay.
I will do the same as I am trying to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll just give like
look at us
help.
go.
Well, I was gonna give help, but I don't think so.
There is a restriction of commerce. There seems to be market control in a way that provides essentials but does not provide or give into demand. It is what you need and only that. If that
So
makes
like
sense.
frivolous thing, decorative things, crafts, none of that.
Yeah,
It's just
none of that.
food, basically.
Mhm.
Okay.
You don't need decorative things to survive.
No. Interesting.
I'm gonna go over to one of the general vendors. Is it busy around?
As it is one of only 2 curfews, yeah, it's busy.
Okay. Maybe not then. Jory, do you think we should? I mean, there's got to be a black market, right?
Sure. I worry about tipping our hat a little too quickly.
I agree. I was just gonna ask for something innocent like luxury soap.
Yeah, I feel like the amount of guards that are around,
Maybe
they're
it's
not-
better not to.
not here, not so out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
If there was black market things, it wouldn't be here.
As you're kind of conversing here, you do see a patrol of guards making their way towards you. Some of them make eye contact with you just to look you over, and you see one kind of break away, and it looks like he's starting to approach you.
I'm just gonna start walking in the opposite direction at about the same speed, and kind of gently nudge Jorah in the same direction.
If so he made eye contact with us before walking towards us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is his body language looking very much like I'm coming to talk to you, or is he just?
Is he locked on?
Mm-hmm.
Make an insight check.
Because if he is, I'm not gonna. I will.
All of us
stand
are
here
just
naturally.
Jorah.
just Jorah.
Yeah.
Jorah and
17.
or you're not sure. His body language is very neutral, and it's
Okay.
almost unsettling.
Given that we have to be acted as natural as possible, turning around and walking away from a guard, I feel like might be a bit sus. So I will just stand there. If I was walking away, I'll start like looking at my nails and looking up at the castle. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'll be acting natural, but I'll stand where I am.
I'm going
pretend.
to like pull out a notebook from, or like a parchment from my bag and pretend to be looking. I'm gonna look over it. There's a list of ingredients on it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend to talk to, or I guess actually talk to one of the stall managers, and I guess through the bustle, maybe I'm not being heard.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to. No, never mind.
As you're doing all of this, you need you all to roll a deception.
Sure.
Oh my god!
Wow, got a nat 1, and it's still a 12. It's still better than me.
Okay. As you're doing this, the guards brushes past you, Daphne, approaches towards Jorah and Or, and then suddenly just reaches out quickly and grabs somebody from to your left, Jorah, and yanks them forward and turns them around. And you see a very feigned smile from this guard, and he says, "Ah, little thief, come with us." And you see a very young woman, maybe in her early 20s, an apple in her hand, and
I
she's
see.
starting to be dragged away.
She wasn't taking something from me, was she?
The guard looks to you. Doesn't matter. She's a thief, and pushes her forward towards the guards.
Wouldn't matter to me if I had something taken from me. How are you going with that list?
Well, I have not found the sunflower seeds.
That's unfortunate.
I know. It's important to find seedlings so that we can grow our own food in our planter boxes on the property instead of you know bothering fine folk who might need the actual markets.
Mm.
As you say this, there is a protest from the woman, and you hear her start to shout. And as the guards drag her away, you hear a small child from behind you, Jorah, just say, "Mommy?" And the woman starts to reach for this child. And the guards are just pulling her away.
Which stall?
Uh,
Which stall did
Mm.
the
she was
girl
literally just
apparently
behind us.
steal from?
The one behind Jorah.
Yeah. My dear, where is it you live? Do you want me to return your daughter somewhere?
She's too far away from you.
Or is gonna
Oh,
take
yeah.
off his shoe and take out the last 2 coins he has, and he's gonna go over to the stall merchant. He's gonna pay 1 coin for an apple, and then 1 coin to say, "I'll buy the apple that she stole."
The guards are already 20 feet away.
Yeah.
They're ignoring you.
Yeah, no, I think he's speaking to the stall owner rather than the
Yeah.
guard.
The stall owner doesn't seem to want your money or your involvement.
Yeah. I'll kneel down so that I'm, I'll squat so that I'm on eye level with the girl. I don't know how small this girl is. Maybe she's taller than I'm thinking. My dear, do you have a home?
The child looks up at you, big blue eyes, crying. She nods a bit.
Do you want me to help you get there?
She looks after the woman who's being dragged away. Nods.
I know, my dear, but I don't think they're going to return her just because we ask it of them. But we can take you home. Do you have other family?
She shakes her head.
I'm gonna look up at Daphne.
I look over at Jorah, and there is a look on Daphne's face that it's sympathetic, but at the same time, it's like a little cold. And she goes, Jorah, I know how you feel, but this is the little picture. We're here for the big one. And if the big one gets solved, so do the little ones. Let's just take her to her house, make sure she has food there, and that's all we can do.
Right. If you say so. I feel bad. Maybe they'll take a payment for her release.
Big picture.
Well then, my dear, do you have a name?
She sniffles. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell it to me?
Alyssa?
Nice to meet you, Alyssa. My name's Omega.
She nods and sniffles.
Should have called it by his not real name.
It's okay. Alright, sweetie. Well, why don't we try and get you home?
She
Maybe you can
takes
show
your
me
hand.
what your favorite toy is. Let's go. Come on then.
She holds your hand as they wander. She wanders through the street. The woman and the guards are out of sight now.
Mm-hmm.
She leads you more towards the far wall into a somewhat grand but starting to ruin house. Like the paint and stuff is starting to fade off of it. And points up at the house.
Alright. Well, let's get you inside.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you show me what your favorite toy is?
I don't have any. As she
Oh.
goes up to the door and looks to you. Do you have the key?
No.
She sits
dear.
down on the steps.
We could at least ask them for the key for the house. I mean, I don't know if they...
I'm gonna look and see if there's a key underneath like the doormat or if there's like a key holder somewhere.
Yeah, Make an investigation check.
Cool. No.
Does anyone else live there?
She said she didn't have other family.
Sometimes families live together.
Is there like a doorknob?
Yeah, there's a doorknob.
Can I do a strength check to just break the doorknob off?
Sure.
Okay. Like, I have gauntlets of ogre string. Like...
I just get the feeling we should have at least tried.
Yeah, you open the door.
Okay, I just conk. Alright, door's open, kiddo. I'm gonna make sure you have food. And, like, I'm gonna go into her kitchen, start, like, whatever she has, I will make, like, non-perishables for her. Like,
You go into the kitchen and the little girl follows behind you. The cupboards are bare. There's no food here.
Hey, Alyssa. My name's Emmett. My name's Emmett. What is the rest of the apartment? What does it look like?
It's dark, cold.
It
Seems a lot of the furnishing has been either taken or stolen.
There's a chair there. I guess it's kind of cold. Do you wanna warm up in my feathers? We can sit on it together.
She gives you a shake of her head and says, I don't know you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little too familiar there.
I'm sorry.
Emmett.
Well-
Tell you what, dear. I have something for you. And I'll pull out... I have a gold gem and enamel bird from when I rolled my trinket.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like this toy?
She looks at it and looks to you. It'll only get taken.
Perhaps by whom?
The guards.
do they come inside your house and take your toys?
She nods.
Okay.
Do they take everything?
She nods again.
Do they only give you just enough food to help you survive?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them being unkind to your mother?
She pauses and thinks. They're scary. Mommy makes me hide.
I'm wondering if they perhaps on the locals. Well, maybe they will just take this. But me and my friends are trying very hard to help. Maybe we'll be able to get all your stuff back. And
She
then
nods a bit.
when it's safe, I can give you this so that they won't take it.
Okay.
Do you have a very good hiding spot?
She nods again.
Can I see it?
She shakes her head.
That's fair. Do you think you would have somewhere where you could hide this bird?
He thinks for a moment and then nods.
Okay. Well, you take it and hide it, and you won't be able to play with it until it's safe, but at least you'll know that you have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have lunch now?
You don't have
Would
any
you-
food.
Well, I'll take out some rations. I'll get enough to, like, give her a meal.
She takes it and munches on it.
Alright. Well,
Perhaps she's a little thirsty. I know I am.
right. Oh, I do have a water skin. Since I never used the water skin. Here you go, dear.
She
Well.
takes it.
No. Well, it's water. I'm not going to give you anything out of this jug. It's grown-up juice.
He pauses.
You know what? I think she's a little grown up enough for all of us. She just lost her mother to guards. She deserves mimosa.
How old are you, dear?
She holds up 6 fingers.
Oh yeah, that's old enough.
On one
She
hand,
could get a sip. I mean, it's fruity, but it's very strong. I don't want to get the child drunk.
Like, I started drinking whiskey when I was about that age.
She looks at you. okay?
We're not. You're going to have the water, dear.
She takes the water and sips on it and just kind of swings her legs.
Yeah.
When's mommy coming back?
Probably never.
She looks down at the water skin and sets it aside. Oh.
Well,
Listen, you're gonna have to figure out a way to feed yourself, clothe yourself. Is there an orphanage in town?
She gives you a look. What's an orphanage?
Where a whole bunch of kids without parents live.
She shrugs. I don't know.
They might have just arrested her. We don't actually know what they're going to do with her.
I'm just preparing her for the worst.
It's a bit, for 6 years old, I feel like it's going in a little hard there. What's your alias name here?
Elena.
Elena.
Sorry, there's
Sure.
a little out of character coming out right now. I apologize. A little bleed here. Sorry.
We're gonna try our best to help everyone, not just your mommy, but certainly we're gonna try our best for your mommy.
Nods a bit. Okay.
Okay.
The guards are doing all these things. They're not going to
Curfew's
release
about up,
her
though.
mother.
We're gonna have to go.
Yep.
Distantly, you hear a bell chime.
Time to go.
All right. Time to go. Well, my dear, it was really nice to meet you. What was her name again?
Alyssa.
She was Alyssa. Yeah.
Sorry, what's your alias again, Dora?
Omega the Great. Well, you keep that bird safe for me, okay?
She nods and just watches all of you.
I'm gonna give her another batch of rations to say, wherever your hiding spot is, keep that there as best you can.
Should I stay here?
No.
Just until the second curfew. I don't want to leave.
You already heard what the vampire said. If you're not where you belong, it's bad for the other person.
Yeah. We don't want to get her into more trouble.
You're not supposed to be here. Like, the only place we are allowed to be is the university, so we need to go back forward.
Yeah. Being here might draw attention to her. We don't want that.
Okay.
Okay. If you hear anyone coming to your door, you run and hide where mommy told you to, okay?
She nods and stands. Okay.
Okay. We're going to go now.
Okay.
I'll check in with you later, Alyssa. If you hear a voice in your head, it's just me, okay?
She nods. Okay.
All right. Let's go. Come on, guys. We need to book it. I propose, that we book it back to the university. If that, well, assuming that bell is the end of curfew, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you get back to the university, leaving Alyssa in her home.
Yeah. Oh, everything about that situation felt icky. I decided on my voice for my alias, though. How did you like it?
That was great,
was
Dora.
fun.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah. Okay. Things here are even shitter than we thought.
Like I said, big picture.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm not used to being so.
Cold towards children. That's okay. That's why I'm here.
Towards people in general, not just children. Her mother as well.
Dora,
Yeah.
I don't like this place.
Nope. Nope.
Very
It's okay not to like
authoritarian.
this. Yeah.
Fascist.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 3 hours until next curfew where we have to go and meet him. So do we have to do anything to prepare for that? I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of those people that we saw were likely members of this resistance. I had wanted to ask before the whole thief thing happened, so I don't know if I can reckon or at least try to recall what I saw. Did the people look unhealthy? Like, obviously they're not looking happy, but did anybody look particularly unhealthy? Or drawn, or,
They were starting to become drawn. You're not
Yeah.
sure why. It hasn't been that long. Food seems in supply, so you're not sure why the effect is going on.
Yeah. But there's definitely a shift in just their heartiness.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I personally have never been to the Shadowfell myself. I reckon either the atmosphere of that place is affecting here, or I'm just worried that there's so many vampires here. If they're feeding on the people that are not vampires, it's a possibility.
They're probably right. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, the vampires need to drink. So they're probably just feeding on the people here, or prisoners locked up.
Yeah. So I'm worried about that woman. We don't personally know her, and I understand that she's small picture, but you do the big picture stuff because of small picture. If we lose that, then you're just as bad as they are. Anyway, we have 3 hours. Let's.
Hey, Jorah,
Yeah.
how much is left in your jug?
Oh, it's endless, pal.
Good.
Yeah.
A little parched.
Sure. I'll pass over.
Thanks.
Clint looks at you as you re-enter into his office, and he puts down his pen. You look worse for wear?
Just a mom got arrested and made somebody an orphan.
He nods and picks his pens up. I see.
She'll be an orphan once the mum is dead. We don't know what's happening to the mum. I think Daphne's preparing for the worst of that situation.
He writes a few things.
Clint, if we don't make this place right and we fail, would you... I mean, besides your school, I think it would be better that it didn't exist.
He quirks an eyebrow and looks up at you and sits back in his chair. You see a very heavy look cross his face. If you fail, we all fail. This shadow will grow from Cork and stretch across the continent. I will not be able to stop it. This is a task you must do. You saw the weight of it. Now carry that weight into your mission.
Or straightens up. Okay. Okay.
Good.
He puts
Get
down his
some
glass.
rest.
Yeah, I'll get back to training.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, other than observations that I'm sure you're quite aware of, we didn't gather anything that's going to be useful for you, other than obviously that mother. Do you think that they are feeding on the civilians?
Possibly.
Everyone looked drawn and gaunt and unhealthy. In a way that would be like, they've been basically starved for a year, not the however long. I mean, it's not really been that long since the city was taken over.
Our expertise on the Shadowfell refuses to come to the city. He is banished from our sight. He does not wish to be involved, and I cannot ask him to return.
This is Harris.
Clint nods.
We saw him in the Grand Library before we came here.
If he is there, then he will not move. Please.
Yeah, I imagine this is a bit triggering for past traumas for him. Did they kick him out?
He left voluntarily, from what I assume.
Do you know if other... Because Harris was an aide to the king, correct?
Correct?
Do you know if any of the rest of them have survived and are still somewhat in service, if indentured, in the castle, or have they all been removed?
I'm not sure.
Okay. If possible, if you can't, I'm sure we'll be able to get this information from someone else. Just a list of the general hierarchy of who was serving within the king's court, just so we know who we're looking for.
If the aides are gone, they're not loyal to us anymore.
Right. It's just if I was to see one passing by the corridor, I'm not necessarily going to know who they are. I didn't spend a lot of time at court, but we'll figure that out when time comes. Okay. Well, we're mostly just waiting for the next curfew. That's when we're going to go and meet this Lewis.
If you need information on the Shadowfell, there's a Shadakai colony far from here.
Sure.
But as your focus is here,
Yes. Yeah, I think regardless of what it is that has caused this, we're going to have to deal with what is here. Okay.
We can do this, Dora.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. Okay, well, Jorah is just gonna be killing some time. He might message Beltane. Whether he's got time for like a chit chat, I'm not sure, but he'll just want to update him on what they've been doing and what they've found so far.
you do so.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And he doesn't have much insight as he's never really visited court. He's tended to stay in his own territory and respected the boundaries between the countries.
Yeah. Just thought I'd let you know because once again, it feels like we're walking into something that could be potentially lethal. I thought you'd want to know.
Of course I want to know. Just as a patron, I can't do much about it.
Oh, no, I know.
I expect you to carry out your duties well and have fun with your magics.
Sure. I was more expressing it as a romantic partner that I might die today. Just letting you know. You know, so that it's not a surprise if it happens. Yeah.
I don't expect you to die.
Okay.
You're clever. You have a clever group around you. To an extent.
Yep.
Remember, history has its eyes on you, and I am ever watchful.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be doing my very best not to die. Just
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Do be safe, though.
Yeah. I'll message you later to let you know. Do you, as like, well, no, I'm gonna ask you this question. I don't know if you found out yet, because I know that this whole being a patron thing is new to you. If I were to die, would you know? Like, would you feel that connection stop?
I would, as you are no longer of the living contract between you and I.
Yeah. Interesting.
Warlockdom is strange.
Yeah.
But it works.
It does. Yeah. I met a little girl today and I really want to save her. I don't know what that says about me. I feel like I've become mature adult now.
Maybe it just shows you are simply human,
Yeah.
as the expression goes.
As the expression goes. They like to have a monopoly on phrases like that, don't they? Well. Okay. I'll message you tonight if I'm still alive.
He nods a bit, or he says,
Hmm.
"Good. I expect you to." You can almost hear the smugness in his voice as he fades away from you.
I'd hate to disappoint.
Okay, Jorah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do boxing practice. You ready?
No.
Try and hit me. Come on,
No.
bring it on.
What about my physique gives you the impression I would do boxing?
Well, you don't know what's gonna be in that castle, and we're gonna have to take it on no matter what it is. So come at me. Come on, you can do it.
If I had to get into a physical melee fight with someone, I would simply turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Would you like me to do that, or? And then.
Maybe. I mean, just.
Although if it's
just
boxing,
stick-
maybe I could turn into a kangaroo. That would be cool. I would
I
kick
mean,
your
how many
ass as a
times can you
kangaroo.
do that? What
Just
if you're
the
out of?
once.
What if you're out of energy?
I know. Well, that's why. Listen, I'm already without even starting boxing out of energy for boxing.
Just the thought of boxing, like, wore him
I
out.
am mentally exhausted at the thought of boxing.
Oh, I really need.
I mean, look, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna swing and punch at his chest.
Well, you definitely have potential. I hope.
So I'm gonna roll my strength with no proficiency.
You definitely have.
No, I don't. I'm aware. I know what my strengths are, and physical combat is not it.
Okay.
I am not the one.
Well, would you at least sit on my back while I do push-ups, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks.
I'll sit cross-legged.
Yeah. So for the next few hours or so that you do this and train for a bit, you can take a short rest if you are resting, but you need to actually physically rest to do this.
You do, yeah.
But the chime resounds as Clint looks up and looks to you. You better get going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys,
Mm.
I'm not who I was, and I'm no captain of the guard anymore. But this is on us. Alyssa, everyone needs us. We cannot fail.
Sure, let's motherfucking do this. Ride or die,
Ride or die, bitches. Let's go.
Or die.
What's our team name again, guys?
The Disaster Gaze.
Disaster Gaze on 3.
What?
2, 3. Disaster Gaze.
3,
Okay,
2,
guys,
3.
we can do this. I'm going to use my inspiring leader feat to give everyone 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Somebody clip that for us, please.
But you guys, after getting your inspiring leader 10 HP, temporary HP, mark that down. You can go meet Lewis on the beach.
All right, we're gonna go meet Lewis on the beach.
Nobody told me this was going to be a beach day.
It is a beach day, and there's a beach map that we'll have to switch over to here on for just a second. Yay, beach map!
I'm assuming you start in the bottom left.
Yeah, where we're starting, fam. There we are. I see us.
Ooh. Music. Love it.
You get to the beach and you see Lewis there holding a medical bag. He has a pair of round glasses on his face as he glances all to you. He's laying on some rock and you hear the cries of gulls overhead. He stands up and kind of brushes his shirt to smooth it. Doesn't say anything as he turns and walks away.
The gulls are hungry. Even they're hungry.
I'm just gonna follow him quietly, and I have no intention of saying anything. I'm gonna let him take the lead for getting in here, and I'm gonna point to Aura and just be like,
All the beak boosts.
yeah. Oh, I tried to draw there. Go away.
Follow the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. There we go.
You reach a mouth of the cave, the one you saw before, Jor, through the eyes of Lorcan, and you see two Damphir kind of standing out on either side of this illusionary terrain that you know exists, and the cave is quite small. The entranceway seems to be quite small through this illusion. And you see Lewis kind of pause and glance back out to all of you before he approaches the Damphir. And they seem to be having a discussion of sorts. And Lewis, gestures back to all of you, and you see him actually give a very disarming smile. It's weird to see this sour face just light up. And the Damphir look to all of you, look to him, and they step to the side. Come down, Lewis says as he leads the way into the cave.
Yeah, I just follow on.
As we go past them, I'm gonna quickly glance, not make eye contact, and check if they're armed.
Make a perception check.
Or at least if there's anything obvious that they're armed with. 21.
They don't seem to be obviously armed. They're wearing long cloaks that cover their shoulders down to their knees. But Lewis stops at the mouth of the cave and looks to all of you. As you all are experts in this sort of things, I will leave this all to your capable hands. As he bows his head and pushes the medical bag into yours.
Yep. I kind of put it to Daphne, yeah.
Yep, we are definitely professionals.
He gives a wide smile. Good. I'm glad I called upon you then.
Cool.
Wouldn't want to let you down.
Exactly.
I will meet you out here when you're done.
Alright.
Or nods very obviously.
You see him almost inhale as he drops the smile and just goes back to a very neutral stance, leaving you to enter into the cave.
Time to go in the cave.
Yep. I'm just following Daphne now.
Oh God, why? Why?
Well, listen, I can do the talky part, but if we're in here pretending to do medical stuff, that's you, gal. I'm gonna just hold out a hand to like low key fist bump you though, give you a nod.
I low key fist bump you back, like, and that noise comes out. All right, we're in a cave. Okay. Uh,
You got this, Daphne.
yeah, sure. Let's push forth, gang, to help our dragon.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll try to walk like side by side with you just so that you
Yeah,
don't
is
feel
this
exposed
the
or.
only direction that we can go? Yeah. Okay. I will push forward, being very, very perceptive.
Is it dark in the cave?
It is exceptionally dark in the cave.
Yeah. So we're seeing very. Jorah and I are seeing okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
like,
would be
Yeah.
if the magic of the darkness wasn't
Oh, it's magical.
obvious as you
it's magical
step
darkness.
in.
Should I light a torch?
If this is magical
Magical
darkness, I
darkness
don't
is
think a
not gonna
torch is
matter.
gonna do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're not true sight bitches either, so.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll just hold the side of the cave then.
God damn if I had devil's sight, huh? Ooh,
I don't
don't
really
like
have
this.
anything,
Don't
but-
like this.
There seems to be 3 paths ahead of you. But the darkness is dense and you can only see about maybe 5 feet in front of you at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a choice to make.
We probably should have asked him where we were going, huh?
I have an idea.
Mm.
I'm gonna hand you the medical bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna boop into the ethereal plane because I'm just gonna see. I would like to be able to see like the mirror image of this on the plane and hopefully kind of change my perspective and see where we can go. I'm gonna ghost it up.
Sure.
Drop my snake totem so we could just be faster just in case. Yeah. So I'm a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Does my ability to see past where I'm at change now because I'm on the ethereal plane of this?
Yeah, you can see down various tunnels, but you still don't know which way to go, as the thing you're looking for doesn't exist on the ethereal plane.
Right. But I'm just gonna go with like dashing, like quickly. I'm gonna kind of just go forward down this middle path, probably like 30-ish feet to see what goes on about 30 feet, and then yeah.
You do so, and it opens into a wide cavern with looks like a cave entrance or exit off to the right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you see on the ethereal plane.
Yeah, I'll go through the wall to go to the, because I can go through walls, right? To go through the northern cavern real quick.
Yeah. You see another kind of mini cavern opening into another cave exit or entrance that seems to be at the top of the cave, if that makes sense, like if you're at the bottom and you're looking forward.
And then you guys see me floaty. I'm gonna go to the south part this way and see what goes on this way.
You see 2 branching paths, one to the left, one to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to choose which one.
So there's one more. I'll go left.
Looks like a dead end with a minor, like, cove area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, out of curiosity, like, out of character, I can do whatever you want me to roll. What looked like, I'm very specifically looking for what might be leading to, like, the biggest cavern. Like...
Make a survival check.
Cool.
While she's doing that and she's scouting, I'm gonna check what's in the medical bag.
You check. medical supplies.
Okay.
Mm.
No
I'm
secret.
just gonna wait. Yeah, because if I see her doing that, I'm like, well, there's no point in us. Let's just stand guard.
I'm ghosting it up. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Survival. Maybe it's to the north or to the south.
North or south?
There were 2 caves leading onward.
Okay, well, at least it narrows it down a little bit. So I'll come back, and it's about time I moved out of the plane. And I'll be like, alright, we don't need to go in the middle path because it's probably not going to lead to anything big enough to hold a dragon. But this northern one might, and then the southern one might, but there's also a split in the southern one. So my vote is we go north.
Happy to follow him.
Okay.
You want me to lead or caboose?
Why don't you just kind of hold our hand?
Gotcha.
Like, yeah.
But I don't know how it can hold your hand and my lance. Or is gonna like kind of hold his hands, like his lances with his thumbs and.
Oh, he's 2. Never mind. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. I'm just gonna recant that and go north.
Yeah.
You go north.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we have here?
We're just gonna stick close to the walls where he can know that he's not gonna bump into anything.
Well, can I go just out of curiosity, go up to it and like just poke at the walls of either side just to make sure, because we're aware that there's some element of hallucinatory terrain on the exterior of the cave. Just starting to see if that is the case as we're going. So as we move through these caves, I'll just make sure that I'm tapping my hand on the wall to make sure that it is physically there and that there's not another illusion. So I'll do the same around this entrance just to, you know.
Yeah. You do so, and it's solid. It's real. There's no illusion about it.
Do we proceed on?
I mean, I think we're at a dead end.
Well, is that a cave entrance that we can see? Well, another cave, like an entrance
Oh,
within
okay.
it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that up to the north is another way through. I mean, you know what? We could like half scout into all 3 of them. We'll basically do what Emma sometimes does in computer games, where I don't want to go to the end too quickly, so I tend to scout other things first to see where the end goes. You know, we can see what's there and then come back to this if we decide this is the correct way to go.
Sure.
Well, okay.
So as you go in, make me a perception check.
Key.
I disadvantage because we're really blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
God.
Not hearing much.
Hold up. What do I have on my sheet? Let me see.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I hate caves.
Okay. Yeah.
Especially if it's visual. It's a visual thing then.
Yeah. I'm just seeing what's on our gifted resources.
Yeah.
I don't have any luck points, but
I do.
Yeah, Jorah, you have one.
Sure, I'll use a luck point. Why not? Do a reroll. Or would it? The luck point wouldn't. It's just a reroll, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be a reroll.
So just roll the whole thing again. Still might not succeed, mind you. At disadvantage.
But you could still get higher than 11.
Sure. 14. It's not terrible.
No, it's better than 11.
Yeah. Okay.
As you proceed in, you're trying to suss out the whatever's in there or whatever is beyond. There is a series of sudden bites to all of you.
Cool.
As you hear a horrible, almost hyena-type cackle, followed by a screeching scream. And to you, Daphne, you recognize the sound as you've heard it before in the Shadowfell.
Ah, cool.
I don't have the correct tokens for it, but
Okay, we'll forgive you.
What is
But
it?
just this once.
Thank you for forgiveness.
No problem.
Oops. Sorry, I had to move you there to get it to it. You see something no bigger than maybe up to your calf kind of come into your field of vision.
Mhm.
They're small, but they are numerous. You can make a quick nature check.
Paul or
Say-
Daphne?
Daphne,
Okay.
as they will make their attacks against you.
Oh, these guys look kind of cute.
God damn it.
Although their teeth
They don't.
and
They're
their
not cute.
oh God, oh, Daphne, watch out!
Yeah, I see them. Or 16.
You know these to be the wretched,
Mm-hmm.
sorrow-sworn, elements of the undead, monstrosities, things of the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
They are not nice.
Can I cannot be surprised
Okay.
because I have alert. So other creatures
So-
don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result by being unseen by you. You can't be surprised while you're conscious, and I get a +5. So can I roll initiative if I'm being attacked?
Yes.
Cool.
Are we
don't
fighting
have
or
the
are we running?
modifier on. I need to add that modifier. Because I should have a 7 to my initiative now, and it's only a 2. Intelligence, global modifier.
Do you want us all rolling?
Yes.
Alright. Just add 5 to my initiative because I can't.
Are
see it.
Jorah and I surprised?
So I'll be 8.
You two are surprised.
Okay, so we don't get our first 2 turns.
20.
No.
Or
I fixed it.
2 of us don't get our first turn. Right.
Their initiatives. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Come on now. Turn.
He's on you, Jorah. Watch out.
Turn.
Excuse me.
Bless.
18. 8. 12. Right. Descending order. Favoring the conqueror. Favoring the defender, I should say. You go before them.
Yay.
Yeah, I do at least. Alright, seeing these little suckers pop up, I'm popping Spirit Guardians.
Alright.
Nice.
This straight up at level 3. Gotta go over here. So they're in my range. Ready, my little flying snakes just nope, and they're glowing. So nope. Like
Change
nope,
the
nope, nope, nope,
noodles.
nope, 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 nope.
So as you do this, spirit guardians go up, and they'll take that damage. And as these guys fall, 3 more come in.
Do they come
Oh my
into
God.
my range?
They do.
Yep, they take the damage.
These ones are more hardy than the ones you
Mhm.
just killed.
Right,
So
not a problem.
Mhm.
All right, that's my action, and bonus action wise, I don't really have anything. Just mace, shield.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that was your turn, Jorah.
surprised?
gonna.
Not by the ones that just came in. You were surprised
Okay.
by the ones that attacked. So
First,
surprise
yeah.
element
But
doesn't
Daphne,
apply.
Yeah.
nah, bitches. Like-
I'm gonna. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna double pew pew with Eldritch Blast one.
Mhm.
I'll just go for the one. I'll target on the one that is kind of in front of me, and I might step back a little while I do it.
Mhm.
So let me roll to attack. Where are you, Eldritch Blast?
Jura, remember your boxing lessons.
Shut up. I box with flower magic. He says as they like spring flowers burst out of my hand.
Yep,
So
you
that-
hit. Yep.
So that's the first one, and the
Mhm.
second one is a 17 for 4.
Nice.
Nice. Yep, those both hit. But yes.
And that's all. I won't use my bonus for anything. Oh, if I know bonus action, and be like, "Oh, you got this, bro. Ride or die, bitch," and I'll give you inspiration.
Mhm.
Or is gonna kind of wink at you, although he can barely see you. You too.
Thanks. So yeah.
As you do that, it is your turn, Aura.
Okay. Can I see these guys, or is it too dark?
It's a bit too dark for you.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of slowly walk closer to them.
Remember, your attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's for all of you.
Oh.
Okay. So, can I see them now?
Yeah, you've come up into a radius where you can see them.
I'm gonna try and stab at this one because it is farthest away from the entrance. Maybe you can plug them in and make a one person. So I guess I'm just gonna swing with my silvered lance at disadvantage. That's a nat 1. Oh god. Okay. That's if I'm attacking, I get my extra attack. That's a 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Okay. I'll take my bonus action dual wielding attack. And sword lands at disadvantage. 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
That's
It screeches and yells in an unnatural manner.
Guys, I can barely see them. That's me.
All right. It is the wretched turn. One to you, or Daphne for a nat 20.
That's funny. Yep.
And misses with a 9.
Damage.
But yeah, okay.
Or, by the way, remember you have inspiration. Could have used that on your attack.
So Daphne, you get 16 points of bitey damage, and it attaches itself. Yeah, because it rolled a nat 20 on you.
Yeah. I was just confirming because I'm deaf. Like, 16. Okay.
Yeah. And it attaches itself to you.
All right, not a problem. It's ending their turns in the radius, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should take
it's
concentration
necrotic.
check.
Yeah, it's piercing damage.
And necrotic?
Uh,
I am immune to necrotic, I think.
Not yet. You don't get the necrotic yet.
Yeah, I have resistance to necrotic damage.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Resistance, but not immunity.
Yeah. So how much is the necrotic, or I didn't take any?
You didn't take it yet.
Okay, cool. So just the bitey damage.
Yep. Just
Okay.
the bitey damage.
So there goes that first 10 HP, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Alright, and they should take some radiant goodness here while they're hanging out in my sphere. Woof.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best. Ooh, I should roll concentration actually before they take that damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm good.
You're good. Yes.
And then they take the 6 radiant damage and hang it around me. All right, my turn.
They're still up. Yep. And this
Okay.
thing is still attached to you. It has not detached itself.
All right, cool. It's attached to me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Is it like what is it attached to? Like what part of my body is it attached to?
Your leg. That's all it can reach.
Okay, so it's just like grabbing onto my boot.
More. It's sunk
My
its
knee?
teeth into you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's a leech sucking on your knee.
Gotcha. Okay. I would like to pull it off and yeet it.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
All right, but that's all your action if you do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So it's a grapple, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Depending on the ruling, you might be able to make a shove attack. Same rules, but
Yeah, so it's just a strength attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
athletics if you have
Athletics?
proficiency.
Cool.
Against this guy's. No, you just remove it. That's part of your
I
action.
just like.
And
Throw it
Spirit
on-
Guardians is a bonus action, correct?
the damage. So Spirit Guardian stays up,
Stays up.
and like it's an action to cast it, but it's casted
Okay.
and it stays up as concentration.
Good.
It's just like whenever they like, if I enter into their space or they enter into my space or in their turn in my
Mhm.
space, then they take the damage.
Okay, cool. But yes, you detach it, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, well, that's I just see if I have bonus actions. I have another spirit jaunt, but it's not really. Just looking at my spells, maybe. Yeah, no, that's all I can do. That's fine.
Okay, Jorah.
Yes. I take it my visual range is mostly on this guy, yeah. 'Cause
You
those
can't
two are
see
kind
him.
of blocked by.
Mhm.
You need to get 5 feet to see them. Like they're,
Oh.
you have to get up close to see them.
Remember your boxing lessons.
At most, he might be able to see my snakes biting at something, but
No, it's fine. I'll move in within range. It's okay. Sure. But I can see the three of them. I'll pew pew him at
You
disadvantage.
see this one. That's it.
Yeah. That's the one I was going for.
Yeah.
So I'll just try and hit him, and then I'm gonna like pat Daphne's back and give her inspiration for bonus. So disadvantage. 16
Nice.
16 hits.
for 6, and then 16 for 4.
That's the hits. It's
10
dead.
damage.
Nice.
Be like, you got this, Daphne. Kick its ass. Does it have an
Cool.
ass? I don't even know.
I
Give
don't
it an
know, but
ass.
I'm holding on to its ass.
Yeah. Create that asshole.
Yeah.
And I'll give you inspiration as well. So
Okay. Or.
Okay, I am going to, with a whirlwind of strikes, start to attack this one. And
Okay.
I will use my silver lance at disadvantage.
Nice.
Does 22 hit?
22 hits.
How's it looking? Is it
It's hurt. but
wounded?
It's not
Okay.
down.
Okay, I'll attack it again.
Mhm.
Where is that one? That's not advantage, that's disadvantage. And
Mhm. That hits.
nice. And as my bonus action, I'm gonna attack, and I'll use an inspiration. It's a D8, correct, Jorah?
yeah.
D8, and I will add that for 17 to hit 10 damage.
That hits. That one's dead.
Nice. Bring it on, you. Jorah, what are these guys called?
Little bitches.
Little bitch. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, little bitches, come on.
One one's dead, so I don't need that one. It is that one's turn. So this guy will attack. Misses you, Daphne, so that's its turn. Your turn, Daphne.
And it should be taking its spirit. Well, we'll just do Sport Guardian damage on my turn since it's staying there. Let's do that first. Like, just I'll roll the damage for that first since that goes off first. Bam. Alright, 13.
Okay.
Is he still up?
He's still up?
Cool. And then I'm gonna stab him with the silver dagger.
Yep, that misses.
Even if he's like right in front of me?
Yeah, 12 misses.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still
Yeah.
dark, and you still get the disadvantage because of it.
Okay.
Just because you're close doesn't give you a null
Okay.
hit. It's still slippery, still small, still very dark.
Yep. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Jorah.
Oh, right. Do
There's
I have
one over here?
Yeah, no, but I can't get to it. I can't get within 5 feet of it.
You can attack your allies.
Okay.
as
Jorah,
they
it's
are-
over here. I'll point it out to you.
As they
Thanks.
are your allies, but you'd have a penalty to your attack.
I think,
We're at a disadvantage, so like
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because I
you
can't get
are-
within 5 feet of it, so I'm.
you can see me and you can see where I'm stabbing, so you can guesstimate and just I would assume.
Sure.
I think you can
disadvantage.
enter our space. You just can't end your turn in our
Yeah.
space. I think.
No, unfortunately you can't because she is.
okay.
Excuse me, Jorah.
Yeah.
He is not small or tiny.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks for the clarification.
So I will shoot into the darkness, hoping I get something.
Mhm.
I might as well, because there's no point in just not using it. So.
Mhm.
So I'll roll at disadvantage, and you can devise whatever else there is to the attack for
Okay.
difficulty.
That misses.
Yeah. Just some like I don't
Yeah.
fucking know where it is, guys.
You
Get out of the
keep
way.
hitting rock, and there's a spray of rock on you, Daphne.
My turn?
Or, yeah, it's Or's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Would I know if I created a small gale force wind, potentially, not definitely enough to pin someone against a wall or knock someone over? Would it do damage?
Possibly.
Okay. So this ability, which basically can push people back, and if they're against a wall, would that potentially do damage to one of these guys?
Possibly.
Okay. I'm going to take my action, and I'm going to gather up all my energy, and I'm going to thrust forth, and thunderous energy ripples forth, and I'm going to pin the last one. Correct? He must make a strength saving throw.
Make your attack first.
I don't think it's an attack. I think it's an ability. So
Is it
they
an
have to
ability?
save as opposed
Okay.
to me make a roll to hit.
Yeah, it's a save.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Kind of like a spell.
They save with a nat 20.
Okay. On a and I believe that is it. So basically, what happens is a great gust of wind torrents them, and they resist. And for my bonus action, I'm going to try and smack it.
Mm-hmm.
Does
That misses.
14 misses. These ones are feisty. Watch out. That's me.
Okay. It is this guy's turn. Misses with another 10 because apparently it can't fucking bite things. But it is your turn, Daphne.
Cool. I'm gonna just roll a spirit guardian damage. If I can find my character sheet.
Be back.
Come on, body, chill out.
Alright.
Radiant
And
damage.
this one dies.
Huh. Alright, well, fuck that guy.
However, all of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
As Or's weapon has emitted a loud boom in a cave.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alright. Or and Daphne, you will take half of 8.
Can I use my inspiration?
You saved.
Oh, okay. So we're taking half.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're taking half. But you, Jorah, will take the full 8.
Gotcha. So we're
As
taking.
the cave kind of starts to collapse in.
Ow! Oh god damn.
Oh, sorry guys.
I don't think this is the way. Let's go.
Yeah, can we not do the boom booms inside the
I'm sorry. Although that is a useful idea. I've never tried that inside a cave.
Well,
Yeah.
try not to do it when I'm there, please.
Or anybody
sorry.
of any. Those things are disgusting. What we got? So those things, as we kind of like get back over here in the middle. So those things, everyone. I've seen them before. They're from the Shadowfell. So perhaps we should expect more Shadowfell nasty stuff down here.
Yeah.
I wonder if
seems
they
like a
belong
fair
in the
estimation.
Shadowfell. Where did they come from?
Well,
The Shadowfell.
yeah, they literally ripped open a hole to the Shadowfell and brought a Dracolich through.
Yeah,
So
But is it still open?
maybe. South?
yeah.
South.
Maybe I should go first this time.
No, because I have alert.
Okay, whatever you say.
As you're making your way
Yeah.
down here, roll perception.
Yeah,
Making my way down here.
because I cannot be surprised. That's why I'm going first. Making my way
Just
downtown.
care about you, Daphne.
It's
I don't
okay.
want you to get hurt.
Daphne will be making the perception check.
Yeah,
as she
I'm
Oh,
not
sees
sorry.
bad. Yeah, I am pretty good. So don't disadvantage, right? 8.
it. No, it's
Oh, just normal.
hearing.
Okay,
Yeah,
21.
just normal.
Mm-hmm.
You hear more of these clicky, screeching sounds of the creatures you just fought further south.
Mm. What we doing, Daphne?
Let's just go fuck them up. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
and then
know.
there's-
I don't know. Val
Tell
doesn't
you what,
know.
like you,
Yeah. So,
Remember, to the other way, there was a larger cavern. The way you're going leads to a dead end in a very narrow cavern.
okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'm confusing the information that you gave me because I was considering this the south.
You have 2 southern entrance passages.
Right.
You have the one on the left and one on the right. The one on the right is the larger cavern. The one on the left is the more narrow cavern.
Okay, so I would
where
have
you're
known
hearing
not.
these
Yeah,
sounds.
I would have known not to go this way. So we're not going this way. We never went this way.
Okay.
We're gonna go the direction that is clearly not the dead end.
Okay, Daphne. I get confused sometimes. I mean, all the times too.
It's an in character. It's not an in character confusion. It's an out of character confusion.
Yeah, all good.
Mhm.
Hope you're feeling good.
I'm not.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Do you want me to end the session here?
I would appreciate it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm actually
No
in
problem.
physical pain right now, and it's hard for
Okay.
me to concentrate. It's making me a little snappy, and I don't mean to be.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All good.
Yeah.
So as you head south, we'll end the session there.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Sorry for ending the session early. Sometimes the body just likes to catch up, and I don't want it to ruin anybody's fun. But you can catch us again tomorrow for the premiere of a new show, our Lancer actual play, and then on Saturday you can catch us again once again, for both Emberwind, we have 2 episodes left of that, and Dragon Age on Saturday. Everyone else, tell us where we can find you, and all that good stuff, going like in the opposite direction. So go ahead, Emma.
Me, hi. I'm Emma Hamilou on the internet. You can find me here on Thursdays playing Jorah, and on Saturdays you can see me here GMing the aforementioned Dragon Age game, where they've leveled up and they're out of the Fade. Yay! That's me.
Yay!
Yes. Oh, it's me. Sorry. You can find me in Val's Discord. Come on, like, you can join Val's Discord. It's a good Discord. Yeah, that's me.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You also
No
have
problem.
other things.
Yeah, but whatever.
I'm Jen. You can find me here every Thursday DMing this place, the world of Ashenfell. You can also find me once a month over at Indoor Adventures channel, playing Beltane Hawthorne, the mobster Fae. He is currently going full Blood Fairy on a town in Russia. So, that's me.
All right. And you guys just stick around a hot second. Once we get prompted for that, we're gonna go over and raid Jossum. They are playing some Final Fantasy X, which is one of my favorite games
love
ever. And Jossum is dope. Is a great artist,
Jossum's
great
amazing.
person.
Jossum just finished a piece of mine this morning on stream. Actually, it was
Yeah.
for me.
Jossum, they're really nice and sweet.
Such a cool person. So again,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for coming. We will see you. Well, this group again. We'll see you next week, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.
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 Let me